Brooksy's trying to keep the dogs out.
I guess that's what I'm saying, Brooksy.
She put a giant, one of those workout mats in front of my door.
Yeah.
And the dog just like ran at it and climbed it in one leap. And heroically, could you shut that thing? And if you're watching on YouTube, because it's visual now, it's Puffy, and there's Lester, the handsome hunk of a man, and also another handsome hunk of a man. That's Stoff, who runs the show here. So,
and I'll tell you, I've already been loading a lot of the old episodes in as the past week has gone on. And so technically we're not live, but the sex bots are already commenting on some of our videos. So it's a very exciting time for the Rubber Bush podcast.
That might have been because of me.
I was about to say I would expect Puffy's getting a lot of the attention.
Yeah. They are our most loyal followers.
100%.
Are you guys getting the Tinder ads popping up on your Twitter feed?
No.
Okay, I'm getting them all the time. And I thought, Lester, if any Tinder ads would pop up on a feed, it would be Lester McLean. Why am I getting all the Tinder feeds? What are they trying to tell me?
I think they're saying it's time to maybe mix it up.
Time to move it. Time to move on.
Add something new to the relationship.
Maybe they're hearing all these rumors about the handbags.
Yeah. Get one of those bowls for the keys.
New one, Lester. Little Christian Dior acquisition this week.
Oh,
well done.
Brooksy does work for my corporation.
Yes.
Does some stuff for me, but now, during the pandemic, I had to lay her off. I had to furlough her.
She's on furlough.
That would have been a tough conversation.
Yeah.
Did she get severance?
No, she's still around to be brought back when things pick up again. And so, but she demanded to be paid. So I had to actually go to the bank machine the other day and get her $1,000 and say, "Here, Brooksy, this is your January paycheck," or whatever. Tanner the Wonder Dog, who I've never talked about on this pod, who was the greatest dog ever. He was my Jack Russell. Puffy would have known of him. I don't think Lester and Stoff would have known of Tanner the
Never
Wonder
heard
Dog.
of him until that right
genius.
Now. Wasn't there a wedding you went to or something?
At James's wedding, he tore up the grass or something.
Tore up the grass. Okay, yeah. So we did hear that one. Yes.
Yeah, he was the ring bearer at the wedding, and
well,
that's awesome. What's wrong with that? Come on.
Yeah, it was an outdoor wedding outside of Ottawa, and my sister Christy made him a tux and put a little hole for the ring, and he walked up the aisle. And it always feels, at the time when you don't have kids, you're in love with your dog. Your dog's your child.
Yes, no, it's true.
And then look in retrospect, but he destroyed the lawn we got up in the morning because we stayed over. There was a few cabins at this place where we got married. And we got up in the morning and I didn't see the lawn that was completely destroyed. And we hightailed our asses out of there.
Quick story about Nortel. There was a guy that worked at TSN in sales for the longest time. Great dude. I still keep in touch with him, but his nickname was Nortel for one reason and one reason only. So they're at the bar one night and all these ladies are coming up and giving him, all props and everything. And the legend of this guy is growing throughout the course of the night because he's some big shot, right? But it turns out like these girls just look at him like they're talking to the other guys at the table later on. They're like, "Oh, he's great. He's our buddy. He's our best friend." And his stock dropped. So that's why they called him Nortel.
Oh,
very nice.
That's a good.
Pretty good.
That's good.
That's
That's a good nickname. I'm not a big gambler, as I just said, but I try to get insight onto the prop bets at the Super Bowl. For instance, the length of the national anthem. So last year, I can't remember if it was Demi Lovato maybe singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
I believe so.
So we're outside the Super Bowl the day before, and I can hear the rehearsal.
Oh,
so I timed the national anthem, and I don't know if it was. I think it was Carlo was looking for insight. He was also looking for the color of Gatorade or whatever. But so I timed it. And
was he a Browns fan at the time or a Bills fan still?
He goes with the flow, Carlo.
Yes.
So I go. It was 4 seconds under on the over/under. So I'm like, Carlo, 4 seconds. This is a lock.
Mortgage the house.
So it gets to game day, and again, I'm assuming it was Demi. I can't remember. And it's like, In the Hey, 7 seconds over.
Wow.
Wow. Thank God you lost my number.
They can make guns from friggin' photocopiers now. They can do anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
3D printers. 3D printers you made.
Oh,
Photocopiers.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, something like
The
that.
context.
3D printers,
Photocopiers that fire bullets.
Exact same thing.
Playing
Same
dumb
thing.
again, right, Jimmy?
That's right. It brings the comedy every single time. Here's what we talked about. I don't know what the clip is, but I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Hello, Canada, or wherever the hell you are. Podcast episode 1. Stop if this gets creepy, but when my kids were like 1.5 and 3 and 4, we had this thing called daddy bath. So
It's got creepy already.
No, is that wrong?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, creepy really quick when you said daddy bath.
Yeah, that I'm not so sure you should have played that clip.
That aged as well as I thought it would.
Stoff suggested this. You know, we had the big Karate Kid discussion last week. Maybe we could do like an 80s or 90s film every week and break it down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little risky business next week. Or we could get into everything that is wrong in 2021 about 16 Candles. Do we want to go there, Puffy? Yeah,
we could.
That's a two-parter.
Yeah.
Every John Hughes movie, essentially. So
John
you
Hughes.
guys can write in the movies that you would like for us to dissect. Yes. You could write us
I
on
had suggested Trading Places as well, which came up earlier in this podcast.
Yeah, and any financial advice you guys want, throw your questions at the bottom. We'll be happy to answer them.
Yes.
Good week, boys. We'll see you next week on the Rubber Boots podcast. Brought to you by BetSafe.net.
BetSafe.net.
So we each have a million.
No, we each have 10 gold bars to start.
And 100 gold bars. 100 gold bars.
No, keep it simple. 10 gold bars. Why do you mean
10 gold bars?
Yeah, he's going to go all in regardless.
Have a 99 gold.
See, right there you distorted.
Mm-hmm.
Right there you distorted.
You can't hit those high E's anymore, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Are you wearing your rubber boots tonight?